Alright, we're getting started here. I'm going to start back on continue my first Let's Play through Avowed. Getting the game loaded up, getting the shaders pre-generated. I'm running on the Steam Deck still. I'm not super impressed with the performance on the Steam Deck. However, I've been able to make some tweaks still to be able to get it to run decently. But once we load up here, I'll just give a little brief summary of where I'm at in the playthrough. My focus today is to go ahead and just carry on and focus on the main campaign. That'll be my main goal and agenda, at least for this playthrough. It'll also be determining of if I'm going to consider this is a replayable game or not for me. Can definitely see it's a linear approach a little bit differently than some of the games that I hang high on the replayability pedestal, like for example most Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games, stuff like that. Great for roleplay and just different interactions. We're playing Paladin Snow. Let's see, get up at the character sheet. We're level 8. I think we do have a level up to do. We'll do here in just a minute. I was thinking about trying to roleplay Paladin Snow in Avowed, just because the fact that I'm not familiar with its character sheet building system. I may kind of pivot it, because most of my approach would be focusing mainly on combat. Because I found that most of the spells just kind of don't really favor a paladin at all. The godlikes definitely favor the paladin, but you may see me experiment a little bit in like some of the spells going forward, just to kind of help. It would definitely help with crowd control, because I noticed a lot of the encounters have a lot of enemies. That way I can manage a little bit better with being outnumbered. Can get rid of those lower ones and then focus on the higher difficulty enemies. Anyway, you can see mostly I've got 6 in the might, got a few in constitution, dexterity. I was thinking about doing some resolve just because of stamina issues, because of focusing on combat, but we'll see. I got some abilities. Let's see here. Ah, yeah, journal. We were last left off on the animancy method. We're investigating more on the Dream Scourge. It's basically pointed us to Vior, an ancient heaven of animancers. Ambassador Hagalor told you the governor would be point of contact. So basically we had to go and retrieve an Ardragrian heart, which is kind of an interesting case, because there's actually an alternate way I could have approached getting the heart, but I didn't know it was even like presentable on my plate. If I would have stealth apparently all the way there and not be attacked by any of these, I guess Adrigans or what they're called, I could have basically got the heart free of charge, but I ended up being attacked by a bunch of them on site walking through, not really realizing I could avoid this and then have a different dialogue option, because basically after she was like, "Oh, you killed too many of our own. You know, I can't let you have this, and I can't let you leave. I can't let you get away with this." So I was basically forced into a combat scenario. I see from a writer's perspective, not really seeing the point of view from a player. I didn't even know that was on my point of view. I mean, if I would have played a stealth character, I could have done it, but I mean, I don't know. I just, at least from my perspective, let's just say there's something wrong with me, but I just didn't see that option at all on my plate. So I was just grazing through the area, just, if anything was literally attacking me on sight, I was considering it hostile, and not really necessarily taking it, if I'm attacked on sight, it must be evil. Well, that's just kind of my thought process in that anyway. But anyway, you figured if something was true neutral, it wouldn't attack you offhand. but apparently it did. So anyway, we'll see if there's repercussions with that. I still have to see if there's repercussions with the decision on telling my murderer that happened earlier in my playthrough to turn himself in, and I was approached by somebody within his cult saying, "Oh, we didn't turn ourselves in. You better look out." So we'll see if anything plays out on that. I'm kind of wondering how much they're gonna focus on like consequences of my decisions. So far, I don't see any major effects on the decisions I'm making so far, but I still may be early on in the campaign to where I don't really know, to be honest. I'm also playing on Thursday just to kind of relax and chill. January I'm kind of seeing as more of a month to just like evaluate workflows and reorganize and restructure. Like January to me is like spring cleaning. It's like I look at things, it's like we've never used it this way, so let's change some things up so where we can use particular things. So I'm just kind of doing that like with all my whole kind of life structure with my family life, my game development life, my career life that it's currently paying and supporting my family. So yeah, I just need a little bit of break. I've also, on top of being sick, kind of with some sinusitis the last week, just really kind of worrying me out, and I just need some chill time. So we'll just carry on here in my Let's Play, and we'll just kind of carry on through this main story. We'll go ahead and turn in this heart to the animancy device that this fellow needs, and we'll go and talk to him. Hopefully don't have any performance issues. I'm already seeing massive stutters. Locked at 30. Let's see here, I have it at 50. Maybe I need to turn that down. I might need to turn it up. I was trying to refine some of these settings earlier this week, but so far I'm not seeing very good results. Let's just crank it up a little bit and see what happens. See if it gets worse. I definitely prefer... Yeah, it's terrible. I wish I wouldn't even have messed with some of these settings. Let's try this. I doubt this is going to do it, because every time I've tried the AMD, I feel like it's not as good, and I'm seeing too much artifacting. Yeah, great. Once I get into my review phase of this, I really, just my opinion, it's not really... Let's check my settings down here. Make sure I don't have anything turned up that I accidentally didn't turn up. Okay, so just make a note. If you're using a Steam Deck, I would definitely recommend using temporal super resolution TSR, and keep your screen percentage, I would say, in the 40% mark. This seems to be decent so far. We'll find once we get in some higher frame rate dropping areas, because I'm definitely still seeing it. This is obviously kind of a theme I feel like I've seen with the Unreal Engine. I feel like it's a great engine, but I feel like it gets a smear of lack of optimizing performance for games, and then it it gets a bad connotation of a terrible engine. Unreal Engine's a great engine. I don't have much experience with Unreal Engine, just from what I've seen in the past and what it can do and what the potential it has. Uh, my opinion, the excuse of not optimizing your performance for devices across the board is inexcusable. Because if you're using the Unreal Engine and you're actually paying through premium, if you're like a AA or AAA company using it as a development point, you can even outreach to Unreal themselves, the developers, and they can help support you in optimizing your game, literally, to help you fine tune it. So my opinion, it's just unexcusable if you can't optimize performance for certain performance of equipment. But I do understand you're talking about so many different PCs equipment across the board, so the qualities for creating optimization for that can kind of create some issues and trying to cater to those. But I'm on a Steam Deck. A lot of people different have this same device, has all the same specs, so it just to me communicates incompetence and priorities too as well. If your priorities are ready to get it outboard and continue on with your further projects, which I understand, companies got to keep making money to be able to stay afloat because they have a lot of overhead and bills to pay to take care of things. But yeah, I see a lot of artifacting and stuff. I wonder if I need to turn this down anymore or something. Let's try 38. Oh, you wanna know what? I wonder... give me 1 second. I wonder if I accidentally left... I had lossless scaling. I was doing some experimenting with that. Okay, good. I have it off. I don't think it's influencing the game. I think I might have left the launch script in it, which is not probably a good idea. So if I keep... Man. I really don't want to have to relaunch the game. I may need to, because it looks absolutely terrible. All right, give me a second. I am gonna relaunch the game here in just 1 second. Go ahead and exit out of here. I'll just take it off screen real quick. And I need to take out that target command for lossless scaling. Let's see here. Go to properties. Remove that launch option. All right. Go to back. Was originally trying to use lossless scaling just because of the fact that maybe it potentially could help improve the performance, but I tried using it on Oblivion Remaster as well, and I didn't get very good results. So I wonder, I think that's why Unreal Engine and most of the games I've played typically have their own in-house frame rate generation. Um, so I think so far from my experience with comparing it to Hogwarts Legacy and Oblivion Remaster, I've found the best results using their in-game options. Maybe there was some settings still applying because I had that launch command still with lossless scaling. Let's hope that makes this a little bit better experience going forward. Um, so yeah, that's my fault if that's the case of causing some performance issues. I do find it strange that I have to generate the shaders pretty much every time I load the game. There's some games that I've played that literally you pre-generate the shaders once unless there's specific updates, I think, that make you re-render them before loading in. I guess it depends on design. So, anyway, here. Let's get back into our game and carry on where we left off. Oh yeah. I think I might already be seeing a little bit of a better difference. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, maybe a little bit. We'll just keep playing and see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing much of a difference. Yeah, I feel like I see a little bit of artifacting too high at 48%. I might bump it back down to about 40 and just leave it about that. If I can leave it there, there we go. I feel like I can't find the right, like, performance. But this is also because, yes, shame on me, I am using a Steam Deck to play, and that's unfortunate. It's limited, especially, I would say, with newer games. I feel like it's more specifically Unreal Engine games. Alright, so we've got your Adrian Hart, and let's see what else. Alright, now I've got it running. Now tell me about the Dream Scourge. So basically, I'm going to be interviewed, and he's just going to kind of give me some results on what he can give me related to my character. Alright. I wash my hands and leave. Word association, tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Okay. I'll just say divination. Crystallis. Transformation. Are you still with me? Of course I'm still here. I'm just hearing stuff. Alright, anything else other than me just being amazing godlike? Which I'm not crazy about, being someone unique and our hero to begin with, per se. I like creating yourself prestige-wise throughout a game progress. It's fun progress to see from you create yourself from no one to something. Alright, yes, I definitely need a dark Triassic expound to the source. So yeah, I mean, I believe it's Gaeta that's basically been outcasted, and he actually agrees with her philosophies on the Dream Scourge. Okay, so basically he agrees with Gaeta and really didn't give me a whole lot to go from. Anyway, let's carry on. Wow. You know what? I think they recently updated Avowed. Maybe that's why I'm seeing some performance issues. I wonder if they broke some stuff with their updates. I know one thing, for example, the left-click mouse sometimes just quits. It seems as if I turn it down more, it more artifacts show up. Let me try it 50 again. I don't know. I feel like I can't find that fine spot anymore. It used to be easy. I'll just do 46 and see how that does. Because it's just like I keep seeing artifacts and generation glitches, basically. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on here. It's kind of discouraging, and if it keeps being to where the performance is ridiculously like unplayable for me, it may not even pose a full playthrough. I don't like saying that, but then I would also come to my evaluation that no, it's not worth even for $35 to pick up this game. I just so happen to pick it up on the holiday sale. Alright, so I met with all the animancers. Let's see here. I learned that you were definitely right about the Dream Scourge. It's older and stranger than we thought. Yeah, I don't really understand where she's going. Are we studying the Dream Scourge, or are we planning a heist? Other circumstances are too, or not so different. Okay. Alright. I hope their expertise was helpful as well. Alright. Outstanding. Where is it? Alright, what do you need my help with? Alright. Apparently you got something in the basement somewhere, so I'll go get whatever you need. Alright, thank you for the key. So apparently I gotta go in her basement and retrieve a phantasmal focus. Man. This update is really irritating me. It also may have proved that we'll find out in combat real quick if I'm going to keep playing this. I'd like to, but my goodness, I mean, wow, I can't even see for some reason. It's really dark. Alright, that's weird. Alright, there's the focus. Oh yeah, that's right, we hadn't even leveled up yet. Keep getting distracted. That was kind of a strange task. Alright. Yeah, they're still there. You could literally walk down there yourself. Don't mean to pry. We can talk more later if that would be better. You want to use this thing as a weapon? Alright, well let's go ahead and be off. Alright, I'm gonna have to choose who to send back. I'll just choose Marcus and just keep Kai for, so, yeah. Alright, continue. Just kind of as a little bit of an update, if I do decide to kind of just stop this playthrough and not actually play it through all the way, just because of performance reasons, I will, the next in line I'd like to play on my stream is actually it's called Bloodline, or let me look real quick. It's actually an indie kind of game that I was kind of interested in playing. Let me pull up my document. It is The Bloodline. It's a pretty short game. It's got a lot of replayability to it. Granted, it is an indie game. They are using assets that are commonly accessible. If you're familiar with Cinti Studios, they're using a lot of assets from them, which is, to me, it doesn't bother me. I love their 3D art style. It's great. But if you're not an artist, it's a great center point for game development to start off with assets. But if you can kind of extend a little bit beyond that barrier, you can also create some pretty neat visual aspects to that, those assets, and be able to create them more custom for your specific game. Alright, so I've leveled up twice. I should probably go ahead and do that. My left click is, of course, broken, and they have not apparently fixed it in this last update. I'm left clicking all over the place here, and it's not responding really, other than just me clicking on these interfaces. It just feels like something doesn't work quite right. let's go ahead and put, well, if I can, and now here I'm unequipping things. There we go. Let's go to character sheet. Alright, let's do one and resolve and might again. That sounds good. Confirm. Yes. Go over to the abilities. Go ahead and see here. Let's go ahead and I have 2 available. I'm trying to figure out I'm going to test out the jolting touch a little bit more. Whoops. Just not used to these controls. Let's go ahead and Armored Grace. And let's do some devastating criticals maybe. Yeah. That's good enough for now. And I believe, let's see here. I don't think I've been over to this area yet, so we'll have to do a little bit of walking. If you're familiar with Starfield, I love and enjoy the new franchise. It's great. I think one of the things that I do not care for is it's kind of hard also to optimize for is that an enemy or something? Yeah, it is. Some kind of shadow. Performance-wise on the Steam Deck. Granted, thankfully, since it's a highly modifiable game, you can be able to create pretty good performance out of it. I was able to in my first playthrough. But really? Alright, well, let's see how combat goes. Oh. He went flying. Alright, well, no dips on that one. But yeah, I wasn't very impressed with their most recent DLC, which was Shattered Space. I felt like it was absolutely stunning with their visual art style, which was absolutely amazing. But as far as like writing, I felt super bored in playing their campaign, Shattered Space. Their vanilla game experience was much more fun, but I'm kind of getting the same vibes here with Avowed, so I'm hoping I can shake it off, but we'll see. I don't really want to bother with a bunch of... I want to try and get where I'm going. We'll see if I can. I was thinking maybe I could climb up this, but I might be wrong. Yep. It doesn't look like I'm going up that way. These are pretty big bluffs. I wasn't expecting bluffs. Huh. Maybe it's an older gaming kind of thing, like me as an older gamer, why I'm struggling with something new. Maybe that's what it is, more than anything. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about this encounter. I kind of want to get to where I want to get going. And I feel like I need to be up there, I feel like. So, why don't I just fast travel here, maybe? No. No. Oh my. No. Definitely not what I want to do. Delete marker. I want to go here. Let's see. Yes. No, I don't want to sub camp, but it did. Anyway, I can fast travel here maybe, and then move closer to where I need to go. No. I'm almost kind of getting on par with BBK Dracoon. He's kind of talked about playing games as how you feel. It's like you jump in a game and you feel it, play a game for a little while, and if you're just not feeling it, you shouldn't play it. So, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. But, I do want to talk about something more encouraging, though. Oh, I gotta set my party members. No, another one of these deals. There was the Xbox Direct today, and they revealed a lot on Fable. They checked off a lot of boxes I was kind of hoping for. But I'm still, the one main one that I'm kind of curious about that they didn't really show more on is the traditional original Fable 1 Lost Chapters, where there's a morale system where it's basically good and evil. There's no in between, and your character kind of evolves around all your decisions, which is an absolute amazing role-playing interface between alignments of good and evil. I'm just assuming they're not going to have that interface, because they didn't show anything in their direct. If that's the case, oh well. If not, I mean, I'll just kind of see what happens. They have projected a fall release. I'll just keep following that. I'm not the one that's gonna jump in unless I get like a free copy for promotional type deals, or review copy. But anyway, just a little 2 cents on that. We'll see in the long run what happens with that. I guess to an extent, I could have just ran past all the enemies and went straight to the conversation. Didn't really think that was an option. Alright. One game that I have played that I really enjoy, and it's very simplistic and fun and retro, Dread Delusion. I played through that a couple of years ago. That might be something fun to play through again on a stream. Woo. I'm glad I muted that one. A big sneeze came on all of a sudden. Like I said, I've had a little bit of sinusitis the last couple of Fortunately, it's going on week 2. Today I took my first steroid, so hopefully things will go up and up. Maybe that'll help me get over the curve. We'll see. Yeah, so let's look for the source and cut it off at the root. I know some of you may be thinking, why don't you have the dialogue voice lines on? Well, it's mainly because of my channel. I try to keep things at a lower rating. Since there's profanity in this game, that's why I do that. It's the easiest way to reduce that within my streaming so I can keep it at a lower rating for my viewers. That's something I like to promote and allow for my channel, so that way I have flexibility at a younger generation being able to come in and view and enjoy my content. I also surrendered around more of a Christian-based kind of concepts, so that way if you're Christian, if you're not, hey, that's great. Just a little bit more family-focused kind of environment. They're loud. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Let's go ahead and equip that. Need to... What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to go to... No, that's right. I keep forgetting that... It's Q, yes, that's what I was gonna do. Let's see here, I want to... Nope, let's see here, I'm trying to change around a few things real quick. There we go. There we go. Alright, so there's an essence generator. Let's see here. They're mechanical. I saw the thing pop up a second, but I didn't have enough time to read it. There must be something I'm gonna do to this, but I'm not really sure what. Oh, okay. Basically I just had to cast a spell on it, I guess. Interesting. Oh. Am I like standing in acid? I think I am. It's just sitting there like draining my health or something. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like enemies are hard, for me at least, and this is probably just me personally, to spot. I thought there was only like 2 or 3 enemies that there ended up being more. Alright, another door. Let's go ahead and save here. Let's see. Ah, and this one actually opened. Is this more acid water? Huh. Alright, carrying on through this dungeon. Giant slumber, one-handed melee, unique. Interesting. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have removed that. My goodness. I feel like some of these encounters can be a little intense. Go ahead and see the unique that we picked up. It's called the Giant Slumber. It looks like a spear. It doesn't have quite as much damage as what I'm currently running. Apparently it has increased damage against vessels. Wonder if that's what I'm actually going against. It's actually a one-hander. Interesting. Time is it? You go ahead and give me a save real quick. Interesting. Is it over already? I guess so. Huh. All right, well, what's that? Another enemy in another room? I don't understand. Is there another level up there? I don't see it. The door maybe over here. Nope. No, Okay, that's weird. He just kind of like moseyed on from somewhere else, I guess. Who knows? Alright, so Gianna's claiming we've backed Dream Scourge into a corner. Let's I'm ready. Maybe this ability can replace the essence spell that I'm using. So apparently we've got a link where we need to. Basically the godlike that's given our characters touch has communicated us where we need to go to cleanse this abomination. Oh my, look at that. It looks like Fior is in under siege or something. I need to take a break just a second. I will be right back. Just give me a few minutes, and I don't know. We'll see if I keep playing or not. I'm still kind of on the wall. This kind of actually curbed the interest just a little bit, but still, I'm struggling a little bit to stay uh, focused on this game. Uh, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back. So I think just some of my idea on continuing playing, since there's something a little bit interesting, at least with Fiora being under attack, it's somewhat holding my interest now. I'll focus on that aspect and see if it'll keep holding my interest. And yeah, I just keep finding the next point of focus and then keep carrying forward. And we'll see if it holds my interest enough. We'll just say I'm an old gamer, so you can call me kind of my stubbornness call out of being an old man and stuck in my old gaming ways. You could say, I don't know. You just got to take my opinion and bias within your own opinions and kind of go through it with that in mind. Let's see here. Go ahead and put a little bit more on con. Might be a good idea. Let's go ahead and see here. Power attacks with daggers, one-handed swords. Increases damage of one-handed melee. Let's do brawn, and I think maybe I'll do increase the bleeding cuts. And while I'm at it, since I have Thorn of Sapadala, I guess is how you pronounce it, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Let's go ahead and get that swapped out. And yeah, we'll test that one out. I bet it's got a really long spooling time. Alright, well, let's get back to town then. It may... I don't know. Let's go investigate and lend a hand. Let's get the map up. Wants me to go, oh wow, on that far side. Let's keep heading this direction toward the bridge that we crossed and work our way around. Oh, I need to go up more. Yeah, here we go. Is that fire too? It looks like fire. Alright, we're gonna focus on seeing if there's any survivors. Just not gonna worry about any enemies. Just go straight for our objective. Oop. Let's see. This might be as good as any direction to go. We'll see. Oh my. Felt like a little Oblivion wonkiness right there. Alright, abandoned farms. So I guess the Inquisitors started this garbage between the Living Lands and so now he's ready to hear, even though he passed out Gera as an outcast, saying that the Scourge is non-existent. So apparently I can give them two options. Tell them to go to Thirdborn or Paradis. And I can also see what Gaeta, what do you recommend? Which she is her people. I would say they should probably stay within their own land so they can keep studying however they can. Alright, interesting. So, basically, there's a big war on Fior, and it's just kind of like, I thought there was going to be a bunch of battling, but I guess not. Where does it want me to go next? See here. Oh wow, very far north. Path to the garden. Alright, we'll head over there, I guess, unless there are any merchants here, but I don't see any. Well, I know it seems kind of morbid, but they're dead and they won't be needing those things. Yeah, I don't see anything here of interest. Well, I thought that was kind of a curve to keep me interested, but alas, it deflated fairly quickly. Find a way to get up on top of these bluffs, I can carry on. I feel like navigation of this terrain's a little confusing. Well. So, Fior is in flames and we can't go there anymore. And is this an end of a bluff that I cannot pass? Starting to look that way. Just swing away is the tactic, I guess. Oh, politics. And choices, but I'm not sure if they were meaningful or not. It's almost debative. It's like, should I go back and actually defeat her out of vengeance? But it's like, my character, I feel like, wouldn't really have... His main focus is the Scourge over vengeance. So I feel like this decision I made is going to be most accurate. Just kind of moving past what she did. Mostly just because of no attachments, I guess, to an extent. I do see some of the dialogue choices where they kind of branch out. So we need to reach a place called Thirdborn. Don't have enough materials to upgrade some of my current using equipment, which is fine, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and do a save here. Zoom. Get the map up. Oh yeah, this is basically the whole map, I guess you could say, of Living Lands or whatever you want to call it. And I guess we will, yep, carry on. Let's see here. Choose the party. Still struggling a little bit to hold interest on it. Another world cell. This one looks larger than the last, actually. Thirdborn. It's down here.
Alright. Alright.
Well, I think I might just go ahead and be done with Avowed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to a closure with this playthrough. I think it's mostly what's kind of gotten the most of it. I mean, performance-wise, I've had to downgrade a lot of stuff. I made a lot of tweaks. Has been my biggest disappointment. And I think the other disappointment, I just feel like I'm having a struggle of being engaged with the actual story. I'm not, I mean, this is just me personally, and it's probably just me. But as far as I could tell, everything seems like a great game. The combat's fun and engaging. That's just not what I'm specifically looking for. I think mostly what I'm looking for is because my idea in mind and expectations are this is Obsidian, and it's like I'm expecting a very engaging story and very engaging in-depth characters, and I'm just not getting that feeling and vibe. But so I feel like at least at this point I've actually gotten my money's worth out of it. As far as maybe creating a review video on it, I might do something, but still kind of imply that I didn't really finish the game, and I've only put like potentially about 8 hours into it. I feel like I've played enough in it, and it may be if I either, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I'm still kind of on the wall with it, but I think I'm pretty dead set on kind of following BBK Dragoon's kind of philosophy, and like when you're playing something and you don't feel it, stop and just reevaluate and play what you really were just feeling, or just play something off the fly, and if it fits right, then play it. And I feel like just right now in this moment, I don't feel like this is quite fitting right. Granted, I'm also coming back from a super high of Oblivion Remaster, and Oblivion is literally on the top of the pedestal for me. It's literally one of my favorite games of all time. So coming from a high dopamine of that, playing it last year, it's going to be harder for me to find expectations equivalent to that. And I think I am kind of given an unfair, biased kind of opinion because that's just kind of where it came from. Granted, some of those aspects that I'm expecting out of Obsidian is not going to be in, like, for example, Oblivion, but it's just my expectations. With KOTOR and the engaging of your character development and just so much fun player choice and good versus good and evil alignments are there. I don't really feel like there's a good and evil alignment here, but there are morale choices, but it doesn't really give you the vibes of whether they're truly good or evil. I just feel like it's basically you can make your own player morals, determining what is right and wrong to yourself. I think that's kind of how it's created, at least just what I've seen so far. I do like those old classical kind of traditional KOTOR good and evil kind of alignment, like for example in KOTOR and Fable is great implementations of the good and evil kind of system. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, and I think maybe potentially in my next stream tomorrow, maybe I'll play some Bloodline, or the RPG, or Lunacid. I'm just going to think about it a little bit and go from there. But otherwise, I do feel like this playthrough so far of what I've done, even though it's not really a completed playthrough, I can come back to it maybe later and see if I'm feeling it. But just right now in this moment, I think I'm done. But it's definitely, it's a great game. Avowed is great. I'm definitely not recommending it, that's for sure. It's more a me thing than anything. So if you're thinking about picking it up and playing it, I'm definitely not discouraging from you that. Just granted, if you are on a seat, I would recommend seeing other people's thoughts and opinions on it, and if you want to, take my opinion, but otherwise, I don't want to sway your decision either way. You really should look at it from the point of, when I was younger, we generally weren't manipulated or just had our following that gave us an opinion on something, and then that would determine us to go pick it up. I remember just going out on a whim all the time, whether it be in a Hastings or Blockbuster, renting something just on a whim to see if I would like it or not. Or even sometimes potentially buying that game on a whim. And I ended up finding good experiences out that, and sometimes terrible experiences. That's why I think I rented a lot back when I was younger, with in my earlier days of gaming, just because it's just a little cheaper and I could just play it like a demo for a little while and then return and see if I actually wanted to make the purchase on that. But just making a whim on something, there's nothing wrong with that. And then, for example, in my case, you decide not to play it, you can always put it on the back burner and then come back to it later if so choosing. Just play. You should really utilize your time, hobby time, with what you're feeling and what you just really want to play and really want to do. Granted, this is just, I mean, not trying to get too deep and philosophical kind of in-depths on this aspects, but it is important to utilize your downtime and recharge time to something you love and enjoy. And I'm just going to make that pivot here going forward. Anyway, I'm just rambling away. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you like what you see here, plan on subscribing. I will give some more updates on my game as I continue making progress more on it. I'm continually working on a lot of my game design writing, so I can give myself a good structural backbone to developing a lot of the visual aspects to it going forward. But anyway, be positive, be creative, have a good one, and goodbye.